Tomorrow, Ben.
We need to end the stream so I can go play.
Tekken 7, baby.
Tekken 7, okay. Dude, Damiani, I can't wait to share this. Okay, so I feel like the way I got to experience Tekken 7 is a microcosm of why fighting games can be so wonderful. And I think it was brilliant for Namco Bandai to set it up this way. So you go in up into their meeting rooms, and they've got these stations where there's just a comfy seat and 2 controllers. Let's fight. And so I go and I wait for a little bit, and I watch the guys finish their match, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, wow, it looks so good. Just like the detail in the characters, like the image quality, it's like it's so sharp, and the effects, like when you hit a guy and you hear that, it's like, no, I just punched you into oblivion. And it just watching these guys before I even got to play, I got really, really excited. And so I sit down and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to play a guy who's going to destroy me. He's going to be like, you suck, go away. But this guy comes up and he has a smile on his face. He's like, hey, nice to meet you. And I'm like, awesome. And he's like, you want to check out Akuma? And I'm like, yeah. And he doesn't like work with Namco or anything. He's just a guy that loves fighting games. And so
I don't work here.
Yeah,
a civilian?
Yeah, it's just a civvy. Just a civvy.
E3.
Just a civvy.
badge.
And so he's like, oh, I see you're interested in Akuma. Do you like Street Fighter? And I'm like, yeah, I love Street Fighter. And he's like, me too. And he's like, I know some things. Let me show you. And so we do this Akuma mirror match. I'm so excited. And he's like, yeah, you can do a hurricane kick into a dragon punch combo. And it just like he's going through the motions. He's letting me see the moves. And the number one thing that I want you to take away, so it's not just like all childless fighting game hype, is how good Akuma feels. And like honestly, I haven't like run him through all of the paces, but my initial impression is that I don't know how they could have implemented Akuma better in this game, because he is both exactly how you want him to feel from a Street Fighter perspective, but he doesn't feel like a Street Fighter character shoved into Tekken. He feels like a Street Fighter character that has been modified just enough to make perfect sense in Tekken. So he can do everything you expect. He can jump and do the Hadouken in midair. He can do the Hurricane Kick. He can do the Dragon Punch. He can do the Raging Demon, which with the... Yes.
It happened.
Yes.
We saw.
Don't paint the scene.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
So he's going... This guy got a little bit of a troll on me.
Okay.
A little bit of a troll.
He's professional.
The civilian who knows
like,
a few things.
I'm just trying to learn the controls and figure it out, and he's like been super jolly. He's like, oh, that was a nice dodge there, and like he's being super happy. And then all of a sudden, I see his character dash forward, the screen goes black. Raging Demon, he's like, oh, that's how you do that. Clearly he knew how to do it.
Camera and like do my pose.
And was trying to like play it off like no.
Like I imagine this being early in the morning and you go off to do other things and then you like just happen to wander by the booth later and you hear like, oh, so that's how you do it. You know, and it's like that's all he does just all day.
You just imagine like,
yes,
just sharking everybody at Tekken 7.
Thank you so much for your help.
And he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to like kill you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to do? Yeah, he was like, do you want to do another match? And I was like, yeah, but I didn't get to test out that many characters that I would have liked. I played Jin. I played a new character that I can't think of the name of, and I feel so guilty for that. But how I want to end the story, it was so jolly. So Damiani comes in, and I'm like, Damiani, you gonna play Tekken 7? He's like, oh, I don't know. And then I got him. We both sat down, and he picked
by accident.
He picked this character. I forget his name. He has this giant scar on his face, and he goes, "This looks like a dark Miller from Metal Gear."
Yeah, it looked like Miller's evil twin.
I don't even.
Whoa, here we go.
No, not Brad. It was with a D. It was like Dungarov or something like Dragonov or something like that.
He's new. Yeah. Miller in between.
We'll see.
It was a 5-1.
And he's just laughing. Dummy's just like maniacally laughing before we even get in the fight because he's like, yeah, I'm playing a Dark Miller. And we just get in there and have such a blast. Like, we were grinning like idiots from ear to ear, like not knowing these characters, trying to figure things out. Like when we would do something crazy, we'd be like, oh, did you see that? And it was so much fun. And we did match after match after match. And there were these guys behind us that were clearly pissed off, and a
You guys are too
Namco.
jolly. This is Tekken. You can't be jolly about Tekken.
Yeah, and he
I
comes
know
up
things.
and he's like,
Oh, that's how you do it.
"Are you guys enjoying Tekken? Is this your last match?"
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
yeah, let the real players come and play.
Yeah. So
Passive aggressive.
we had to end it, but I felt like I was back in middle school. Like, it wasn't about tier list. It wasn't about the meta. It was just like two guys hanging out, beating each other up in the best possible
Yo,
way.
they should have come up to your station and put a quarter on it.
I know. I was like, what's up? Like, quarter up, fool. What is it? It's the arcade. So it's like the console version.
Okay, somebody asked, is Yoshimitsu in it? And
Okay,
yes,
this
he is.
Okay.
Yes.
This is pretty funny.
Yeah. Damiani, I'm so sorry, man. Like, you can hop in anytime. I'm like,
Ben
I'm
picks
so hyped.
Yoshimitsu.
Yeah.
It's like this alien, like, crazy predator hybrid. It looks like it came out of, like, Revengeance or something with the mask. And I was like, what the hell is this shit? And I'm like, oh, geez, Yoshimitsu does a spinning attack. Like, I know this shit. Like, it's 10 years ago. Yeah. And he starts, like, walking with samurai swords. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of hacking is this shit? And I'm playing as, like, I forget, like, which girl at the time.
Yeah.
One of the, like, the bride, I think.
Oh,
One of
it was Nina Williams in
Nina
a wedding
Williams
dress.
In a wedding dress.
Yeah.
What's up, Yoshimitsu?
What's the
Yeah.
lore there?
I don't know. I have
like
no idea what's going on in Tekken lore.
Yoshimitsu was like the pastor who was overseeing it, and like, you bailed. He's like, you didn't pay me for the wedding. I've come to collect.
That's what he said? Oh, okay. Okay. That would have been the best. Like pre-match quip.
Oh god. Like the characters, some of them are so stupid. Like the cat girl.
Yeah.
She's like cosplay girl fighting and shit. And it was like, this is just too stupid.
What about Paul?
Okay.
Paul is in there, and there was a guy before. There was a guy that I saw playing Paul, and he just wrecked shop with him, like.
Just professional.
Yes, just professional.
The professionals
there were some
hung
killers
out
in
at
there.
Tekken.
Yeah, there were some
Just
killers
all
in there.
day.
For sure.
And you played as one character you said you did for Huber.
Oh, yeah.
And then I played as Jack, like mech.
Jack, nice.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Mech trolls going on there.
Square. Anybody play Law?
We had like they had this thing where you
Bruce
get close
Lee?
to death, or it goes super slow mo, and he's like, I think I got the winning punch. Whiff. We like whiff every single time. I was like, what's going on? I don't even know. Like we just like look one time it looked like he just punched me in like crotch. I'm like, what is this? Whiff, and I'm like, it like zooms in and goes slow mo and everything.
Yeah.
It's like just emphasizing the moment, like
Yeah.
like intensity. Like I can imagine this thing at Evo. Like, is this the final blow? And then when you whiff, it's gonna be like the dodging and footsies that are going on. Like, oh shit, son, we survived. What do we do now? Oh man.
And when the match ends and you're both like extremely low on health, and that one person just manages to clutch it out, in giant gold text it goes, great.
Great.
It's pretty cool. I want to describe the Huber character. I said for Huber as I picked him. I'm sorry I'm messing up the names. I really am. I was just so caught up in the moment. I believe his name was Gigas or Gigas or something like that. He looked like Bane Unleashed. Just this giant, like, green monster with, like, this black leather and, like, like wires or cable or, like, weird black hair, like, coming out of his head. And I did this troll to Damiani where I put it, like, I knocked him on the ground and I just kept stomping him over and
like,
over and over again.
Boom. It was like, like Batman couldn't get up. What are you gonna do against me now?
Yeah.
You filthy casual. It's like, oh, so bad.
We can't top that guy. That's a crunch right there. I think we're good.
Oh.
Oh boy. Who still has stuff?